Arnon, do you want to come up here, please? Okay, wait. I have to present you with this. Okay. You know, Arnon. Most people are honored with a statue like this, and this is an example of what most people get. But you know, we've chosen a far more appropriate prize for you tonight. Yeah. Right. How much? No, and it's this cigar. And Arnon, on behalf of all you've done for the cigar industry in America, this is really your award for tonight. Right? Thank you. No, actually, take the statue. We'll give you the statue here. Here it is. All right, that's for you. And I want to read what it says on this statue, and congratulations on being honored with the Legacy of Citizens Lifetime Achievement Award. And what it says on the base, which we'll give you, is, in every generation, there is one who exemplifies the spirit of a visionary, one who stands for excellence and enriches the world. The Citizens Empowerment Center at Israel is proud to recognize Arnon Milchan, recipient of the Legacy of Citizens Lifetime Achievement Award, September 18th, 2008, Los Angeles, California. Congratulations.
So thank you. It looks like a Sumner Redstone ego trip. So thank you. Listen, I'm older than Israel, actually. So Israel is a very young place. Imagine a home that you built on the land that you owned before, and then you get your neighbors, they don't like you, so they throw stones, and you throw stones back, and then some houses get destroyed, and all of a sudden the stones are rockets, and the rockets are missiles, and there's fire. And the whole region is all of a sudden, instead of saying, Muhammad was here on a white horse, and Jesus was here before, and Moses was da-da-da, and like the Middle East we talk, people are actually shooting and killing, and then we have these peacemakers. They come from different countries. I don't want to offend anybody, but I'm not going to look at that, actually. I rehearsed it, and I can't read my handwriting, although Amanda wrote it for me. So, not at all. So we have peacemakers, and they come, and they put oil on the fire, the oil from the region, on the fire of the region, and then they make sure that they almost solve it, and then they give us, and I'm meaning us, meaning Arabs and Jews, new toys. They call new weapons, new airplanes, and everybody says, yeah, man, and more kids die, and more bad things are happening. And just to divert for 1 second, I remember a day in Rome, we had a big peace match for peace, and we had Pelé and Platini and Sean Connery and whatever it means for anybody. Anyway, Shimon Peres and Arafat went hand in hand into this arena with 80,000 people waving white flags, and I got to spend some time with Arafat. And well, anyway, he was telling me all the time about Pretty Woman. He actually has a cassette of Pretty Woman he's traveling with. Seriously, by the way, I'm not here to glorify a gang leader, but the story is, so, and then he was showing me his new Prada boots, and somehow I told him I'm 11th generation Israeli, and he turned and he said, you know, you're more Palestinian than me. So I said, Mr. Chairman, maybe we can talk, like, forget everything, let's talk forward. And he whispered, he said, pointing at his bodyguard, he said, they're going to kill me. At that moment, Shimon Peres walks in, and he said, Yasser, he said, don't worry, we're going to protect you. So he says to Peres, he says, they'll kill me if I let you protect me. And I go, wait a minute, they'll kill you if you talk to me? They kill you for, so, and all of a sudden something dawned on me that we are all hostages of, I don't want to say old in age, old thinking, we're prisoners of teachers and brainwashers and preachers of how things should be done. And I turned and I thought, and I turned to Shimon, who's actually the youngest older man I've ever met. I admire him, love him. And I said to him, you know, if young kids are qualified to die for their country, they're qualified to live for their country. And therefore, because they're qualified to live, we should make sure they don't die. And they don't die because they have the power and the empowerment of being young leaders, not only in politics, in business, in thinking. And just close your eyes for a moment. Imagine the Jewish brain, hand in hand, with the neighbors. By the way, they have as much brain as we have. They just don't have bread. So imagine they have bread and we help each other. And imagine the Middle East as one region with I don't want to say the F word, but with the F energy. And we're going to give this region a situation where the highest paid function is a teacher. The highest paid teachers in the world will be in the Middle East. And imagine the economical power that the Middle East in peace could give to this world where you are all talking now in your presidential suite race about economy. And I'm mentioning Peres again. He said to one of your candidates, I will not say which one, he said, you know, the old guys like myself should take care of the future. Let the young guys take care of the present. And, you know, we got to talk about the word trust, and trust, children trust. We are too cynical, you know, to trust. And we have to learn from the power we give to the younger generation how to trust each other so we can learn how to actually execute what they tell us rather than the other way around. So Peter Chernin actually calls me almost every day and he says, Arnon, don't forget, the kids of today are the adults of tomorrow. And I salute you, Peter, for always remembering that. And Warren Beatty also says something important. He said, you know, keep asking them. Maybe one of the girls will say yes. And Warren, you're right. Actually, if you don't look at the sky, you never see a star. But one of the girls who say yes to me, I'm going to get her to stage. She's my Cinderella story. She's a role model. Shall I say her name or call her first? Or anyway, Serena Williams, while you're coming up, here's a girl, 16 years old. She looked in my eyes, I look at her eyes. Not only she was the US champion, where is she? Is she coming? I can't see a thing. Is Serena on her way? Now, not only, woohoo! So, this is my Cinderella, and I say one thing. We looked at each other. She was 16. Her dad said she's going to be da-da-da-da-da. And I said, what? How do you know she's 100 in the world? And she goes, Arnon, do you have any doubt I'm going to be... Okay. Now, not only she won the US Open that year, not only she became #1, then she started to make mistakes in her boyfriends. She chose one bad boyfriend after another. And somebody must have told her, Serena, go back, play tennis, be a champ again. But jokes apart, we become a family, her dad, her sister. And I want to say this young lady, who was a young girl 10 years later, is a role model for millions and millions of people. And I'm proud to be not only your friend and your family, I actually want to share it with you.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's yours.
I can't think of a better person who would deserve this Lifetime Achievement Award. I mean, Arnon has been not only a great friend, but I called him my adoptive father. Just a great person. I'm just, right now I'm speechless. I mean, when I was outside, Arnon tells me, you know what, Serena, I'm going to call you to the stage. So I'm sitting down hoping, please don't call me, please don't call me, please don't call me. But yeah, it wasn't 98, you know, he was one of the few people that believed in me and that said, you know, my dad came to Arnon, was like, you know, I have a champion in the making. And here I am, 16, young and just full of life and full of fun. And, you know, I had the whole world ahead of me. And this guy, you know, took time out to listen to my father and just everyone, just to listen to me. And he just believed in me and gave me an opportunity that at the time no one else gave me, and it really propelled me to the wonderful career that I have today. So I really would like to thank you for being the first person to say, you know what, you're a champion and you can do it. And you know, this guy, he's a role model. He's my role model, and he can be anyone's role model. So definitely give it up for Arnon again. This is his night, and thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.